It's everyone, my name is 𝒂𝒑. Today I'll be playing 𝒈'𝒐𝒎, which is a horror game where you've been injected by a disease into your brain and is growing a manifestation into yourself while making changes in your life. Now, this game is made for a game jam, Pizza Doggies 3. So, without further ado, let's jump right on in. There's something living inside me. There's something living inside my brain. No, I shouldn't start there. I went outside for the first time in a long while the other day. My Wi-Fi went out and of course I couldn't deal with that. There's an internet cafe nearby, so I got dressed and spent the day there. On my way, one of those weird recruiters tried to stop me. They asked if I had any interest in becoming a model. What a joke, right? I mean, me getting photographed every day, having my diet controlled by faceless management, and being puppeted on strings? I'm getting carried away. So, at the cafe, I ended up falling asleep for a bit. I think someone snuck into my booth while I was sleeping. I didn't see anyone, but I have a feeling a woman's intuition is never wrong. Someone got into my booth, injected me with something, and there's a weird parasite living in my brain. I thought about it too much. I'm sure it knows now. Hello, Fina. The figure that appeared in the corner of my vision was unfortunately becoming a common sight. For the first days, I only had to deal with its voice. It must have infected more of my brain now, if I can see it. You're trying to ignore me, but we both know you can't. I'm literally speaking directly in your mind. Speaking probably isn't even the right word for it. Projecting, maybe? A new episode of my favorite anime is coming out today. I'll just focus on that instead. I can hear all this, you know. Maybe I should be a bit more worried about the infestation. This is serious. There's a chance that the voice is just a disease-induced hallucination, but that doesn't make it any less serious. Though, Parasite told me it would force my brain to shut down if I tried to go to the hospital and get it removed, so I guess that's that. I'd rather try not my luck. Mutually assured destruction, can you blame me? I like being alive. I wouldn't have a problem with you if you could just mind your own business. She finally wants to acknowledge me. Don't get used to it. Also, you're not special. I like being alive too. Can't say that for myself. Are you going to spend today inside too? The weather on the news looked pretty nice. I think it's gonna be a perfect day out. Oh, shut up. You just want me to go into a crowd so you can spread your spores or whatever. That's not how that works. This parasite keeps bugging me about my habits. It gets all high and mighty about I don't go outside that much, but it's my duty to rest if I'm sick, right? It's irresponsible to carelessly infect others. And it's irresponsible to waste the day away. You're so judgmental. Who cares that I'm not in school? It doesn't matter that I don't have a job either. Plenty of people get help from their families when it comes to rent and stuff. I can't cook, but I'm supporting local businesses by ordering out. I have a reason for being this way. None of this is my fault. Do you know how many people die in freak accidents every day? Or have their previous will to live eroded away by dead-end jobs? Just walking out the front door is asking for trouble. Aren't we supposed to prioritize survival? I refuse to become a statistic. What kind of loser logic is this? I'm alive and happy, so I'm in the right. If we're all supposed to put ourselves first, then shouldn't you be a little more sympathetic of what I want? Sorry, loser logic is reversed for members of human race. If we gave diseases rights, then there would be a lot of answers for. The heroine on the TV blasts a monster with a beam of love and justice. When the dust clears, there's nothing left. What a convenient power. I can also erase troublesome things from my life as long as I don't think about them. But that's not as flashy. I don't think there are any other symptoms except the hallucinations, which is a real pain. I'd rather be bedridden with a silenced mind than healthy and unable to enjoy a piece of quiet. It always talks over the things I find fun, like my favorite shows and movies. When I try to drown it out with music, it only gets louder. If I'm playing a game, it'll just put its creepy appearance between the screen and me. What's up with that, anyways? It's natural that I should try to look like my host, isn't it? Something so fundamentally bizarre shouldn't talk about what is and isn't normal. There's no response. The unsettling figure vanishes from my vision. What? Are you pretending to be offended or something? There's no way a parasite can have feelings hurt, so? You're just getting pointlessly worked up. I'll leave you alone for now. Tomorrow is a big day. How can you say it's for no reason? I have limits, you know. I'm human. I bleed. You push and prod me every day, and I'm not allowed to say enough is enough? Why do you respond to me out loud? I already hear all your thoughts. Invasive creep. Heard that too. I'm sure an 𝒈𝒏𝒕 disease wouldn't get it, but it doesn't feel right to have a conversation without speaking. It's just that your neighbors have to know that you live alone. Have you ever stopped to consider what your ramblings may sound like? Living alone doesn't mean I can't have company over. It laughed. A brain-sucking parasite laughed at me. I'll just make a normal conversation then. Wow, you finished the coffee so quickly. Did you want another cup? Spend the night? Of course you can. We've been best friends for so long. Why, thank you. Today was a bust. I'm not difficult to please in the slightest. In fact, it's really the simple pleasures that keep me going. I'm satisfied just from watching my favorite shows every day. There are people online who argue about the smallest things, character arcs, differences from the source material, voice actor choice, but that never bothered me. I laughed and cried exactly when a story expects me to, and that's enough. It's so much easier to root for the heroes and cheer when the villain gets what's coming to them. Why do things even need to be more complicated than that? I also like to imagine I'm a favorite customer at my regular food places. My orders rarely vary, and I never mess around with special requests. Even though I'm used to the same things, I never complain if my order gets messed up either. Actually, I'm kind of a saint. So imagine how awful a day must be to upset someone like me. It doesn't take much to make me happy, but this horrible parasite ruined everything. Total brain shutdown, be damned. Maybe I'll go to the hospital tomorrow. Bina has gone to bed for the night. I don't wake up in my bed. I'm not even in my apartment. I'm sitting up straight and I'm in the bright room. Oh God, is this one of those nightmares where you're back in school and taking an exam? Wait, I can hear my voice, but it's not me. So yes, this wouldn't be my first job. That's no problem. No, it's the first time for a few of the others we have here. Where am I? That's a relief then. I can't speak, I can't even move. This could be a nightmare, but it feels too grounded, realistic. I think we're almost done here. Even though I'm really bad with faces, I recognize the woman across from me. That's the owner of the cafe across from the train station. I used to come here a lot. What's happening? Oh, alrighty. There's just a few more questions I have for you. Why won't my body listen to me? It couldn't be right. Ask away. I want to know why you're interested in working here. You've got to help me. Well, I used to come here a lot. Is there a reason why you stopped? Not really, no. Well, my schedule changed and I was getting off at the different train station for a while. So a really convenient spot was now out of the way. I get it. I really missed it though. Friendly atmosphere, great menu. When I finally came by for the first time in a while, I saw the sign saying you were hiring. It just all worked out. I've always wanted to work somewhere like this. I see. Since you've never done food or customer service before, do you have any concerns? This isn't me. Concerns? You're talking to a parasite. I'm worried my inexperience might cause someone to have less satisfying time at the cafe, especially irregular. So I want to make sure I pick up the basic quickly. I'm sure you will. Their words start to blend together. Noise from two almost strangers. I barely process the platitudes and fake sentiments about work that are being spoken in my stolen voice. It's all garbage. This is why I couldn't get a job. How can they stand lying to each other like that? I'd throw up if I had any control right now. Can you hear me? I'll make sure to keep all of that in mind. Well, I think that's everything. Do you want a drink or anything before you go? I'll place an order up front. Thanks. I reach my hand out towards her, and it works. Now the cafe owner is staring at my outreached hand like I'm crazy. Sorry. I bow my head way too deeply. Thank you for your time. I can't sprint out of the cafe, but I do walk as quickly as I can until control is wrenched away from me. Where do you think you're going? I want to order something. You haven't had breakfast yet. I'm forced into a seat near the back. A waitress brings me a menu. My eyes are directed to scan over it, but I'm not focusing on it at all. I'm too busy trying to process what just happened. You like their pancakes, right? Also, it's not that hard to understand. You can't live off money from your parents forever. This cafe isn't that busy, and you already know the menu pretty well. I'm doing you a favor. This know-it-all parasite thinks I should be thankful. I've never felt so violated before. It's holding me hostage in a public place, so I can't physically react or respond out loud. Hostage is such an extreme way to putting it. You can yell at me all you want when we get home. The waitress comes by again for my order. Without considering what I might want, the parasite orders an iced latte. Does it know I'll throw up if it tries to make me eat? Not even out of spite or anything. I'm feeling that sick. Of course I can tell. I still think you're being overdramatic. Give me back my body. Why can you suddenly control me like that? This creepy know-it-all disease has a few secrets, it seems. You controlled me almost perfectly. I couldn't break through until the end. You didn't suddenly gain this ability overnight. This interview must have been scheduled too. 1. You're horrible at keeping track of time and use alarms to make sure you don't miss your favorite shows. 2. Your sleep schedule is the worst. Of course, you'd never noticed a few disruptions if I made sure you still got to experience your favorite things. The latte is dropped off at the table. My body sips it. And 3. I am brain parasite after all. I try to turn my hand over, make it twitch, anything. The parasite lets me do so, but I'm unable to do anything else. I'll do all the actual work. You'll still make it home in time for your favorite anime. Your mom sounded so relieved when I called her and told her about the interview. Why don't you call your family anymore? They really worry about you. I tense up, but my muscles aren't reacting to my emotions anymore. I've only been infected for a few days, right? Has it been longer? How does it know so much? How about this? As a reward for doing such a good job at your interview, I'm going to order you a parfait. You love cute stuff like that. Don't worry about throwing up. I'll keep it all under control. Just savor the taste. Gina successfully completed her first job interview. I remember doing the things I like. I remember my usual routine. I know there are days where I get control back, but there are also days I can't recall no matter what I do. When I wake up in the middle of the evening, I'm not sure if it's because I slept in or if the parasites spend all day using my body. I got the job. I'm not sure how awful working really is because I don't remember any shifts. Is this thing eating my memories? Or am I being kicked out of my own head while my body is working? I hate this. I have more money to spend on things I like, but I'm afraid to even touch it. I'm entitled to it, right? It was earned with my body. Don't worry about it. Saving money is important. The one who spent all day on a shopping spree. You needed some new nice clothes. It's a good thing we had something to wear to the interview. The job gave you the uniform to wear, so what does it matter now? It's not just about clothes for work. We didn't have anything cute to wear for today. I was unceremoniously dragged out of the bed this morning. I knew the parasite didn't have work because it bought a calendar and a day planner to use. There wasn't a shift enlisted, but today had a heart-shaped sticker on it. We're still going towards the cafe. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Even though I'm walking without any of my own input, I could tell that I'm not fully under its control right now. Unlike that time at the interview, I don't feel fully disconnected from my body. I could potentially turn around if I wanted to. I'd be able to sprint back home if I wasn't wearing these uncomfortable shoes. Maybe I should grab someone by the shoulder, shake them, and beg for their help. I wouldn't let you. I guess that's that. An attractive-looking guy is waiting at the cafe entrance. The place makes for a good date spot with how close it is to the station. He waves at someone. In my direction. Am I standing in front of his girlfriend or something? If I had full control, then I would have looked behind myself. Instead, I feel myself being pushed aside as the parasite completely takes and regains my body. It waves my arm in return to pick up the pace and approach the guy. Once we're a bit closer, I realize I know who this is. It's my old friend, Ren, from high school. Took you long enough to notice. I refuse to take any blame. He's completely changed, and don't act like you have any right to judge. We were outcasts together back then. Look at you now, Ren. You're all handsome. You dyed your hair. Is that cologne? You got your ears pierced. You're tailored. You used to be a nerd like me. I hope you weren't waiting long. It's alright, I just got here. You look really nice. The deceitful parasite does that cute maneuver where it pushes some of its hair behind my ear, tilts my head down and shyly chuckles. Really, thanks. I just got the sweater. I'm surrounded by snakes. More pleasantries are exchanged as I tune them out. I hardly notice as I'm forced inside. Ren insists on paying for everything, and I curse his bloodline. Not only has he changes dramatically, but he also can't tell this isn't really me. Really, Ren, do you think that girl you knew back then would have asked you out on some trendy cafe date? I at least would have wanted to go to the bookstore. I was really surprised when you called me the other day. Not that it was a bad thing, it's just nobody has heard from you for a while. It's nice to see you're doing well. This isn't doing well at all. Yeah, I was struggling for a bit, but when I decided I needed to make a change, I thought about you. I was so excited when you said you were still living in the area. Even if I was further away, I could have just taken the train in. I'm glad you're feeling better, and that you're even thought about me. Parasite fakes another cute, delicate chuckle. Of course I do. We were so close back then. Don't talk like you were there. How are you universally going? More awful conversation. I tried a few more times to call out to Ren, but voice is snuffed out before it can even break out the surface. Ren orders curry, and the parasite gets the lunch special. It also gets the hot latte this time. There's cute art in the foam and everything. I can hardly taste anything as my body is forced to eat. Throwing up right now would be lovely. The atmosphere of this farce of a date would be ruined, and maybe I'd somehow purge the disgusting thing from my system. In my brain, remember. I'm in your brain, remember? You're not getting rid of me that easily. It continues. It might be going on forever. I'll be trapped in this idolized state for the rest of my life. Is this hell? Watching my body act in a way I never would must be some sort of divine punishment. I don't think I've done anything to deserve this, but isn't something awful happening by random the most potent kind of cruelty? If this parasite wanted to live such a perfect life, then why did it have to infect me? There's countless people in this world that could have given it what it wanted. I didn't choose you, Fina. But I'm glad we're together. Quit acting like I hate you. Is everything alright? Oh yes, I was just thinking about something. Tell me more about what you've been doing. Fina had a successful first date. Right, I lose track of what my body is up to. It's back in my apartment by the time I'm fully aware of what's on. Whatever happened between it and Ren is no business of mine, even if my body was involved. How can you say you don't hate me? Finally, I can speak. You wouldn't turn my life upside down and do things I never would otherwise. I want you to be happy. Don't fuck with me. You've ruined my life. Getting you a job, making your family proud, and getting together with old friends is ruining your life. You're the one with all the control. I'm not doing anything. And what would you do if I gave you control? I would go back to my old ways. Really? I've already proven the life you want deep down is adorable. There's nothing to be afraid of. You can still enjoy your favorite things. But is this life really so bad? I'm so glad we're together. Watching things improve for you has made me so happy. You're most beautiful when you're shining, Fina. That's disgusting. I don't want to hear that from you. But I'm right. I'm satisfied with what I've done. So happy that I'd even be willing to leave you. Even if you regress, even if you're satisfied with your previous life as a disgusting worm, the time I spend with you is enough. Really? This isn't a trick? Ultimately, it's your choice. We both know you can't live like this forever. Reality will come for you one day, and then you'll appreciate what I've done for you. Do you know what happens to a caterpillar that refused to emerge as a butterfly? It'll rot. Refusing to change will ruin you. You're just saying whatever you can control my body. What if I give you back more control? Working isn't so bad. Ren is a nice boy. Just give regular life a try. I'm sure you'll like it. And if I hate it, then you can rot away as I cherish your memory. I give you my word that I'll go away if you want me to. But you know you want this, or at least know that I've been doing a better job at this than you. But it's your body, your life. You always had the potential. I don't want to erase or overtake you. I just want you to have a fulfilling life. I can't hide my indecisiveness. Of course, I can hear all this. I can't escape its gaze. I always knew my life like this couldn't continue, but I was afraid of changing things. Be controlled by you or controlled by society's expectations. I'll be much gentler, because I really do love you. What do you become? You just have to trust me and emerge from the cocoon you've built. Give up control. Continue to rot. Give up control. Fine. Make me a butterfly. I'm so happy. I promise I'll make this life perfect for both of us. It might be a little painful at times, but that's what growth is all about. It's all worth it in the long run. This is how it should be. Continue to rot. You expect me to believe all that? Really? You could just be saying anything. If you could read my mind, then you can tell I'm terrified of you. I'm terrified of the world, and I'm not destined for greatness. I've never had any potential. If I'm doomed to rot away, then so be it. If that's really what you want. It's a life where I can't get hurt anymore. This is how it should be. Alright, that looks like the end of 𝑰'𝒎. Honestly, this game was very interesting because I was thinking about, as things were going on, I honestly thought it was a little bit more of a parasite. But as it went on, I started to find out that it was a little more than just a parasite. It was about self-growth and the changes that we make in our own self. And I guess in a way we all pretty much have a parasite in ourselves, wanting us to change for the better. But if you do ignore that, or just shut it out, there will be consequences, and in a way, you will rot. But yet again, it does hurt to know that he will be changing. And I think we can also see that there was a parasite in Ren as well, but I'm not sure. But it feels like there could have been, because he changed himself, just like how she was changing. So, very interesting concept of a game. I definitely would recommend you to try out this game. And if you guys want to be caught up with games I'll be playing next, or just want your name at the end of every outro, you guys can get on my Patreon, or my YouTube members, both give me your own sets of benefits. This looks like the end of this. My name is 𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒂. I have a few things to say to you. Love yourself and others, and I'll see you later.